Hello guys and welcome to our next opening. As you can see, today we will be opening this first edition Enemy of Justice booster box, and as always I'm going to show you the code on the back of the box. So we have 103841. So you guys know if it's a hobby box or a retail box after we opened it. And without further ado, let's go ahead. So this is the last box we're going to open on this channel for quite a while, I guess. Opening boxes today is just not worth doing it anymore, because they quite increased in price during the last few months, and I don't think that I'm going to open any more sealed boxes that I have. So yeah, this is probably going to be the last. So let's see what we get here. Again, this is one of these sets where I kind of stopped playing, so this is the last set where I ever bought a booster of. I do remember some cards that were in here, but not a lot of them. I do know that the best pull we could get is the ultimate rare Elemental Hero Shining Phoenix Enforcer, so that would be a cool pull. But anyway, we're starting out with the Swift Birdman Joe, and we have a D Shield, Guard Dog, O Oversoul, Hero Flash, Majestic Meg Senku, Destiny Signal, and Cyber Tutu, and Grand Convergence. Yeah, so I believe this set was the first set that included Destiny Heroes, which was something like Elemental Heroes, like a new archetype. And I really didn't like that back in the day. I already wasn't a fan of the Elemental Heroes, and then they released new heroes, so I really didn't like this set, and this is also kind of the reason why I stopped playing back then. Another Guard Dog, Power Capsule, another Joe, H Heated Heart, Herald of Purple Light, Righteous Justice, Searchlight Man, Bountiful Artemis, Misfortune, and that's it. Yeah, so looking at the cards in this set, there's nothing really standing out. Like, the super rares are all kind of random. I guess there's the Elemental Hero Wild Wingman, which would probably be a decent pull, but all the others super rares are not really good. Another Heated Heart, Ossa, Dimensional Fissure. I believe this is decent common. Any monster sent to the graveyard is removed from play instead. I believe this is a side deck card that's sometimes played if there are archetypes out there that rely on having monsters in their graveyard. Cyber Kirin, Miraculous Descent, another Searchlight Man, and we have the Elemental Hero Mariner, Celestial Transformation, and Whirlwind Weasel. And so for ultra rares, there is 2 Elemental Heroes, 1 Destiny Hero, and 1 random other card. Again, I don't know what these cards do or which is the best of them, but again, we want to pull the Shining Phoenix Enforcer. Hita, Icarus Attack. This was also a decent card, I believe, for the Winged Beast type monster. You tribute 1 monster and then you can destroy 2 cards on the field. So if your opponent wants to destroy one of your monsters, that's a Winged Beast with some other card, you can chain this card and sacrifice the monster yourself and destroy 2 of his cards, so that's pretty decent. Royal Knight, Storming Wind, and here we go with our first super rare, which is going to be the Majestic Meg Goryu, or Goryu, I don't know exactly how you pronounce that. Yeah, as I just said, super rares, I don't know, these all seem to be kind of bad pulls. Like, they're probably worth about $1 or something. Another Necroid Shaman, or I believe this is the first Necroid Shaman we pulled. Yeah, so these 2 hero fusions in here are the first common ones, I believe, that were ever released. All the other Elemental Hero fusions were at least super rare. Cyber Gymnast, Shattered Axe, and another Whirlwind Weasel. Yeah, so these boxes were really cheap like a year ago, or even like a half year ago. They were like not even 60 bucks because the set is really awful. But even that box got kind of expensive. It goes now for about I believe 130 to 150, so it's more than twice than it was before. Cyber Kirin, Layered Deliberator, Power Capsule, Elemental Recharge, And here we go with our first ultimate rare, which is a Majestic Mech Oka. I'm not exactly sure, but I think this guy is rare usually, so this might be a retail box. Yeah, again, if you don't pull an ultra rare ultimate here, I don't think you can really get anything that's worth opening the box. Celestial Transformation, Destiny Hero Doomlord, Misfortune, and Bountiful Artemis. With the price of that box, it's really not worth opening it. Like, the chances of you getting one of the ultra rares as ultimates is really low. So you're better off just buying all the cards you want from that set, and even the ultra rare ultimate ones. Elemental Recharge, Layered the Liberator, then our first Destiny hero, Captain Tenacious, another Heated Heart, then we have another super rare, Cyber Phoenix. I believe I have quite a few copies of that guy. I think I have a European and American version ultimate rare of him. And you can always nicely see the difference between these two versions. Like the ultimate rare has a really nice engraving or whatever you call that, while the American versions are always very flat looking. We have a Senku, Destiny Signal, Batteryman D, and Emergency Call. And there was some eBay seller who was selling off a lot of these boxes recently, and I saw a lot of people on YouTube open these boxes during the last 2 months, and nobody really pulled anything. They only pulled garbage. Here another Birdman Joe, Elemental Recharge, Royal Knight, Destiny Hero Diamond Dude, Grand Convergence, Cyber Tutu, Destiny Signal, and a Majestic Mech Senku. And as I said last time, I watched a video of somebody opening one of these boxes and only getting one ultimate rare, which kind of sucks. But again, I don't think that we're gonna pull anything good here. Oh, Oversoul, Macrocosmos, I believe this is also a pretty good card. It's basically the same as the Dimensional Fissure, just that it says any card sent to the graveyard is removed from play instead, so it's even a little better. Avalanching Osa, D-Time, Necroid Shaman, Batteryman D, Righteous Justice, and Grand Convergence. Again, as with the last box, I'm going to go through this a little quicker here, since it's mostly the same cards every time and I cannot really talk a lot about these. D-Shield, I believe this is the first one we pulled. Another Dimensional Fissure. And there's already our third super rare, which is the Victory Viper XX03. Again, another card that's not really valuable at all. Just a random super rare. Destiny Hero, then we have the Raging Area. I believe this is also the first we pulled. Transformation and another Mariner. Got 3 packs left on the right side. Again, I'm going to do the whole box in this video. No part 1 and part 2 this time. Swift Birdman Joe, D-Shield, Majestic Mech Oka, so it is actually a rare. We got both versions of that guy. I don't even know what the Majestic Mechs really do. I don't think I ever read them. Well, maybe once. I read all the cards of all these sets back in the day, at least once, so since I can't remember any of the cards in this set here, I believe most of it was garbage. It's not even like they put in 1 or 2 cards that you can use like in other sets. I mean, most of the GX sets were not really useful, but they had at least like 1 or 2 cards that was actually good for the meta game. Destruction of Destiny. Like Lost Millennium, for example, was also not a really good set, but it still had like Brain Control, which was a very good card that you could pull. And even the some of the ancient gear beasts were really good. And Cybernetic Revolution, for example, also didn't have too many good cards, but then there was Cyber Dragon and the Power Bond, so that were 2 cards that were really good in the set, and they were kind of a reason why you would buy this set. Oh yeah, Hoppy's Baby Pet Dragon or Pet Baby Dragon. I believe this is probably the most expensive rare in here. since it's part of the Harpy theme tag. So if you pull that one in Ultimate Rare, it's probably quite valuable. So if you do end up with a retail box, pulling that card would be cool as second ultimate. Alright, another Fisher, Storming Wind. Then we have Banisher of the Radiance. Some more stuff. I mean, I guess they put in the 2 common cards that remove the cards from play instead of sending them to the graveyard, but again, these are just commons, and pulling commons from these sets is really easy since there are only 60 cards. So you don't want to like open a box to pull a common. Royal Knight, Cyber Kirin, Liar the Liberator. Not sure if we saw that before. Elemental Absorber. Remove from play 1 monster card in your hand. While this card is on the field, your opponent monster that have the same attribute as the monster removed by this effect cannot declare an attack. Does not seem too good. If you want to play a stall deck, you can just play like Gravity Bind or something. Don't need to play that card. It's kind of oddly specific. Maybe you can combo it with something that activates when you remove it from play. Like if you banish DD Survivor with it, maybe he comes back. Not sure if he has to be banished from the field. Guard Dog, D-Shield, and Guard Penalty. Select 1 monster on the field. If the selected monster is changed to defense position this turn, draw 1 card from your deck. Wow. Amazing. It's not like you could play Upstart Goblin or something. Alright, another D-Shield, Dimensional Fissure, Destiny Hero. And there's our last super rare, I believe, the Super Electromagnetic Voltaic Dragon. As you can see, they released quite a few machines in this set. This is also kind of where effects really started taking off with length of the text. Like, there's so much text on here, and like all these cards have 3 dots where different effect activates with different conditions. It got kind of complicated back then. And again, I don't find the set very nostalgic, since I did not really play when it was released, or I kind of stopped playing. And there's our second ultimate rare, and I believe this is probably one of the worst cards you can pull. What does it say? Send 3 cards from the top of your deck to the graveyard and take 1000 points of damage for each spell or trap card you send to the graveyard by this effect. Well, yeah. There might be some decks that can use this card, but then again, for these decks there are probably better cards that don't damage yourself. Oh, well, I don't know. Seems like a really great card that you don't want to pull. So, there's only the ultra rare left here. And we still have quite a few packs to go, so I guess I'm going to go real quick over these. So what do we have here? Life Equalizer. You can only activate this card when the difference between both players' life points is 8000 or more. Both players' life points become 3000. Very specific. Maybe you can build a deck around it, but then again, I don't really know how you would use that. Herald of Greenlight. I do believe some of the heralds are playable, but I don't really know what they do or in which deck they were used. All we can hope here is that we pull the Shining Phoenix Enforcer as ultra rare. Force back. Negate the normal summon or flip summon of a monster and return the monster to its owner's hand. Well, I guess you can play that. It's not as horrible as some other cards in the set. Alright, 4 more packs. Let's see. And here's the ultra rare. So this is the random monster that I was talking about. I have no clue what this does. Let's read it. After one of your counter trap cards has been activated and has resolved by tributing all monsters on your side of the field, you can special summon this card. If this card is special summoned this way, you can destroy cards on your opponent's side of the field up to the number of fairy type monsters you tributed. Wow, that is super specific. Seems, well, back in the day it seems kind of impossible to get this guy out and make use of him in a good way. I don't know. So another hero flash. And down to the last 2 packs. Probably just 2 more rares, as to be expected. Herald of Purple Light. And the last pack. Yeah, Miraculous Descent again. But anyways, that's it for the opening. I want to thank you guys for watching all these videos that I made. It has been quite cool to open all these old sets up from LOB until this one. Again, I of course enjoyed it more to open like Legend of Blue Eyes White Dragon and Metal Raiders, but most of the GX sets were also quite enjoyable. And it was really nostalgic to me. It was always like a childhood dream opening all of these sets, and since I could afford it now, I just wanted to do it. Anyways, let's go for the pulls again. We have the Super Electromagnetic Voltec Dragon, Cyber Phoenix, Victory Viper XX03, Majestic Mech YuGiOh, Volantis the Adjudicator, I guess, Destruction of Destiny, and Majestic Mech Oka. Yeah, so again, there won't be any more box openings in the near future. Maybe I will open some boxes later on in a few years or something. But I will do a video on my whole collection where I'm showing off everything, like single cards and single boosters and all my sealed stuff. Will probably be a pretty long video, like an hour or so I don't know when I get to make that. Uploading that will like take forever with my internet connection. And other than that, we're going to do some random pack openings. If you watch the Mail Day videos, I did purchase a lot of single packs and we'll open a lot of those. And then again, we might also do some more duels or something, although the duel videos are not as popular as the opening videos on the channel. Yeah, but anyways, thanks again for watching all the videos, guys, and I will see you guys next time.